Welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about Yahweh Saves. Now this song I absolutely love because it literally describes my journey. So I grew up in a Christian home. I did a testimony video already before, but just going over it again. I grew up in a Christian home and I knew churchianity, but I didn't really know Christianity. I didn't really know too much about the grace of God and what God had done through Christ in order to save me. So my interpretation of what Christianity is Jesus died on the cross for my sins. I receive him and now live right. That's it. You fail, you run like hell. And when you're ready, you come back, ask for his forgiveness, and then he accepts you back into the fold till you fail. Then you run like hell. And then you come back and you ask for forgiveness, and then he accepts you. That to me is what Christianity was like. And it was, hopefully one day we'll get it together. And in my testimony, I was not looking for God. And this, I hope, encourages those that are praying for loved ones, because God was nowhere on my radar. Like, I could care less. Like, I was doing me. I was strung out on drugs. I literally, God was the furthest thing from my mind. As a matter of fact, I remember specifically in that time, there was one thing that kept me from really, really even wanting to look in his direction, was the fact that I was married and I was in another relationship. Me and my ex-husband at the time, who was my husband, we had separated. And, he's going on with his life and I've going on with my life. And I was happy where I was. And I didn't want God to say, oh, well, now that you're back home, what about that husband of yours? I was not going to go for that. I was like, ain't no way we're doing that. No. So I was really, really, really not trying to see God at all. But he had different plans for me. So he steps into the room where I am. I couldn't physically see him, but there was something that took place in my spirit that I cannot put in words, to where it brought me, literally, I'm just minding my business, and I was broken into tears that I could feel in my soul. I could not stop crying, and it hurt so bad. I remember I called my aunt, and I had been running for so long, I didn't even know how to pray. I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is. She's like, just say yes. I'm just like, whatever, yes. Whatever to this, whatever, yes. And so he steps in and he leads me. Back then, I didn't realize that he was leading me, but now looking back, I could see that he faithfully led me. But he led me to Joseph Prince, and I ended up seeing him on TBN. And I had my own reasons as to why I wanted to purchase his book, but I was just like, I got to get this book. And so I got the book and I was reading it, and it was Unmerited Favor, just to throw that out there. I remember being in awe, because the whole time I thought that salvation was about what I did for God. I never saw that it was what God did for me and securing me. And with every page, all I could see was his love reaching out for me, and it just broke me to pieces. And that's where the song came from. I'm hitting the same wall time and time again. Life's become mundane, and I fight to find joy in him, producing fruits by the power of the flesh, but finding no fruit, no joy, no peace, and no rest. Working hard to be a worthy Christian, but in my heart I'm feeling something missing. With open eyes, by the Spirit, through the scripture, Christ was all that I saw. I just saw him constantly coming with energy and power towards me. And it was amazing. So that's really where the song came from. So it's like, I'm telling, in the very opening of the song, I'm telling the story of like my struggles, of why, I struggled with Christianity. Like, I just didn't see it. But then it flips into what God has done for me. And the beauty of Yahweh Saves. Yahweh is the covenant-keeping God. Yahweh saves. So, absolutely love this song. I know that you guys are blessed in your hearing. And check out the song. And as always, family, grace and peace.
The same old time and time again. Life's become mundane, and I fight to find joy in Him, producing fruit by the power of the flesh, but finding no fruit, no joy, and no peace and no rest. Working hard, trying to be a worthy Christian, but in my heart, always feeling something missing. Then open eyes by the Spirit and the Scriptures. Christ was all that I saw. Christ was all that I saw. Salvation is the work of God, and now what man could do, freely given through the Son because He died for you. The word changed from a list of rules and things to do to a passionate love letter filled with grace and truth. Yes, He's full of grace and truth. His words are life to me, who just to hear Him speak. Every crooked place made straight through the power of His grace. And this is what He says: Behold, I am your righteousness. I'm the one that started it, and I also finished it. I'm the one that gives life. I'm the one that gives sight. I'm the one that gives you the will and the power to live right. So stand firm in your forgiveness, knowing that it's finished. You've been called to freedom. Run hard, beloved children. Run the race of faith and joy in my covenant of peace and grace. Yahweh, Yahweh saves. Yahweh saves. So let's get back to basics, thankfully embracing Yahweh doing the saving before the earth's foundation. Yeah, it was His plan to redeem it. So let's get back to basics, thankfully embracing Yahweh doing the saving before the earth's foundation. Yeah, it was His plan to redeem it. Yahweh